America didn't reject SB19. The West simply underestimated them. While the global music industry was busy searching the usual, predictable markets for its next massive phenomenon, 5 Filipino artists were quietly laying the foundation for a worldwide revolution. They did this without the backing of a major American record label, without a massive radio machine, and without any of the traditional industry shortcuts that Western acts rely on for global dominance. For years, the traditional gatekeepers of entertainment stayed silent, but now, Hollywood agencies, major media outlets, and global power players are suddenly paying close attention. The doors that once seemed permanently locked are swinging wide open, and it is not because of charity. This is the story of how SB19 forced the world to listen on their own terms. But before we dive into how these 5 visionaries rewrote the rules of global stardom, take a quick second to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. By joining us, you will stay ahead of the curve on the most remarkable stories in music, culture, and entertainment. And you will help us continue to highlight the artists who are truly changing the game. Now, let us uncover the real truth behind SB19's historic breakthrough and why the industry could no longer look away. One of the most persistent misconceptions about SB19 is the idea that their success only truly began when America finally decided to pay attention. The truth is far more impressive. They had already built a formidable, highly lucrative international presence long before the average American listener had ever heard their name. They were already filling massive arenas, selling out concerts across multiple countries, pulling in hundreds of millions of streams, and dominating global social media charts. More importantly, they had carefully cultivated ***, one of the most organized, dedicated, and influential fandoms in the world. Capable of driving worldwide trending topics in a matter of minutes, SB19 did not need America to validate their talent. Instead, it was their undeniable global momentum that eventually forced the American market to take notice. This incredible rise reflects a massive, permanent shift in the landscape of modern entertainment. The days when an artist absolutely required an American television slot or a heavy radio rotation to build a global career are officially over. Streaming platforms, YouTube, TikTok, and direct-to-fan digital communities have democratized the industry, allowing genuine talent to cross international borders instantly. In this new era, America is no longer the starting point for global stardom, but rather a destination that artists reach after building power bases elsewhere. Algorithms have replaced traditional talent scouts, analyzing real-time human engagement rather than corporate projections. When millions of viewers stumbled onto SB19's flawless live performances through YouTube recommendations and viral TikTok clips, the algorithms did exactly what they were designed to do. They delivered a world-class act directly to hungry audiences, bypassing the traditional gatekeepers entirely. But why did Western audiences, who are already overwhelmed with endless entertainment options, stop scrolling for SB19? The answer lies in their refusal to blend into the background. SB19 never tried to sound like an American pop group, nor did they try to replicate the exact formula of K-pop. Instead, they built an artistic identity deeply rooted in Filipino culture and Filipino artistry, blending pop, hip-hop, EDM, rock, and R&B into a sonic landscape that felt entirely fresh. Younger audiences today are incredibly perceptive. They can spot manufactured imitation from a mile away and are actively craving authenticity. SB19 offered something genuinely original: emotional songwriting, astonishingly stable live vocals even during intense choreography, and a raw, passionate stage presence. They did not try to become another version of someone else's success. They became the definitive first version of themselves. Behind the dazzling choreography and soaring high notes lies an incredibly smart business strategy that changed the trajectory of their careers forever. By taking the massive risk of establishing their own independent company, 1Z Entertainment ***, the members of SB19 secured absolute creative ownership and business autonomy. In a fast-moving digital economy, independence equals speed. Because they control their master recordings, their visual identity, and their release schedules. They can make crucial business decisions in days rather than waiting months for corporate approval. This self-reliance became a massive advantage when they signed with United Talent Agency for international representation. UTA does not own SB19's catalog or dictate their creative choices. Instead, they act as a powerful global partner, opening doors for massive bookings, while the group maintains complete sovereignty over their brand. The ultimate proof of this strategy came with the release of their monumental hit, Gento ***. While many casual observers assumed Gento was simply another lucky, viral TikTok trend, its explosive success was actually the result of meticulous preparation and world-class craft. The song combined a heavy, unforgettable beat with a complex dance challenge that dancers worldwide couldn't resist trying. As creators posted their attempts, reaction channels began analyzing the sheer difficulty of the choreography and the stability of the group's live vocals. Gento became the ultimate digital gateway. Some fans entered the ecosystem through the dance, others through vocal analysis, and some through live concert clips, but all of them eventually ended up exploring the group's deep back catalog. A viral moment can buy you a brief moment of attention, but it takes sustained artistic quality to turn that attention into lifelong fandom. This is precisely why Hollywood is finally paying attention. The global entertainment industry is experiencing a profound shift where geographic barriers are practically non-existent, and demand for exceptional Asian talent is at an all-time high. Major American entertainment institutions do not hand out opportunities out of generosity. They follow measurable engagement, passionate audiences, and real commercial demand. SB19's historic appearance at the Grammy Museum and their growing coverage in major Western trade publications are direct acknowledgments of their market power. They represent a highly lucrative, highly engaged demographic that traditional media companies are desperate to reach. What truly separates SB19 from the thousands of artists vying for global attention is their relentless, unmatched consistency. True stardom cannot be manufactured by an algorithm or sustained by a single viral trend. It is built in empty rehearsal rooms through years of grueling practice, navigating relentless criticism, and enduring industry setbacks. SB19's reputation is built on the fact that whether they are performing for a small crowd or a sold-out stadium, they deliver a flawless, high-energy show every single time. That daily commitment to excellence is what builds trust with a global audience. Ultimately, SB19's triumphs are much bigger than just the success of 5 individuals. They represent a historic cultural milestone for the entire Filipino creative industry. By proving that P-pop can compete on the highest international stages without diluting its cultural roots, they have opened doors for an entire generation of Filipino producers, songwriters, and performers. The global industry is finally realizing that the Philippines is not just an enthusiastic consumer of global pop culture, but a massive exporter of world-class talent. As SB19 stands on the precipice of even larger global tour, major festival lineups, and high-profile international collaborations, the stakes have never been higher. But if their journey has proven anything, it is that they do not need to wait for permission to succeed. They did not wait for the West to discover them. They simply became too big to be ignored. This breakthrough is not the end of their journey, but the opening chapter of a massive global story that is still being written.